Tonight, we bring you a chilling true crime story that gripped a small town and baffled investigators. A young woman, known only as Jane Doe, vanished under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind more questions than answers. Stay with us as we uncover the dark secrets, shocking clues, and haunting truths of this case. Watch until the end. You won't believe what unfolds. The morning of May 12th seemed ordinary in the quiet town of Cedarville. Birds chirped, shops opened, and residents went about their daily routines. But tranquility shattered when a jogger stumbled upon a lifeless body hidden in the dense woods near Maple Creek. The young woman had no identification, only a torn jacket and a small notebook filled with cryptic writings. The discovery sent shockwaves through the community. Authorities quickly sealed off the area, launching an intense investigation. Forensic teams combed the scene for evidence, yet initial searches revealed little. A white van had been spotted nearby days before, but no one could identify the driver. Questions multiplied as fear settled over the town. Who was Jane Doe, and why had someone left her to die in such isolation? The autopsy painted a grim picture. Jane Doe had suffered before her death, with signs of restraint and struggle suggesting she had fought for her life. There were no fingerprints or traces that immediately led to a suspect. Every detail seemed meticulously concealed, as if her killer wanted her story to vanish along with her life. Among the few clues was her notebook, containing cryptic notes, fragments of poetry, and hastily scribbled phone numbers. Each page hinted at secrets and struggles, someone reaching out in desperation. Detectives began cross-referencing missing persons reports across the state, but months passed with no clear leads. Social media erupted with theories, yet Jane Doe remained just a name, a mystery that haunted everyone who heard it. Investigators returned to the scene with drones and forensic dogs, retracing Jane Doe's last steps. Hidden footprints emerged, partially obscured by leaves, suggesting someone had tried to mislead authorities. The trail was faint but crucial, providing the first tangible leads in a seemingly unsolvable case. Meanwhile, the town was gripped by fear. Residents recalled a strange man lurking near the creek, yet no one could identify him. The killer's presence seemed invisible, slipping unnoticed through the community. As investigators pieced together each fragment, Jane Doe's life became more vivid in people's minds, a young woman full of untold stories, tragically silenced. A breakthrough came when DNA traces under Jane's fingernails matched entries in criminal databases. Detectives now had a lead, reigniting hope after months of frustration. The town held its breath, anticipating justice for the girl who had become a symbol of fear and loss. Digital forensics revealed hidden email addresses and social media accounts in her notebook. Jane Doe had been reaching out for help, but her pleas had gone unanswered. Each discovery deepened the tragedy, showing a young woman desperately trying to escape a fate no one could stop. Investigators felt the weight of urgency. The clock was running, and every lead mattered. The investigation uncovered more about Jane Doe's life. She had recently moved to Cedarville, keeping mostly to herself. Neighbors described her as quiet, independent, and cautious, someone the perpetrator would have carefully observed before attacking. Every detail pointed to a methodical killer, someone who knew how to blend into the shadows. Witnesses recalled suspicious events in the days before her disappearance: a van parked repeatedly near her home, strange noises at night. Detectives pieced these fragments together, reconstructing Jane Doe's last hours. The portrait that emerged was terrifying, a young woman aware of danger yet powerless to stop it. Fighting silently against a predator who remained unseen. An anonymous tip led authorities to a suspect with a criminal history, linked to similar incidents in other towns. Investigators tracked his movements, connecting him to Jane Doe's final hours. The tension was palpable. The town waited anxiously while detectives meticulously planned the arrest. Details of the crime painted a horrifying picture. Jane Doe had struggled, resisted, and tried to protect herself, yet her attacker had been deliberate and patient. Every clue revealed his meticulous planning, a chilling reminder that evil can lurk behind familiar faces. Investigators felt the urgency. knowing that catching him was the only way to prevent further tragedy. Forensic and digital evidence revealed late-night messages Jane had sent to a friend, expressing fear and suspicion of being followed. Each message was a desperate plea, offering critical insight into her state of mind. The investigators now had a clearer understanding of the danger she had sensed, a glimpse into her final struggles. Security camera footage confirmed repeated sightings of a van along Jane Doe's route. The puzzle pieces were finally connecting, revealing a calculated pattern. The town watched as detectives closed in, anxiety mounting with each new discovery. Jane Doe's story, once anonymous, was now a narrative of courage and vulnerability, capturing hearts and minds nationwide. The suspect, recently moved into Cedarville, became the focal point. Investigators gathered surveillance footage, phone records, and witness statements, constructing a damning case. Every detail confirmed the terrifying suspicion: the person responsible had studied Jane Doe's life and movements, exploiting her vulnerabilities. As authorities prepared for the arrest, tension reached its peak. The town's streets were quiet, but fear lingered. When police moved in, they discovered evidence connecting him directly to Jane Doe, items from her home, belongings, and personal effects. The arrest marked a turning point, yet the town could only mourn the life lost and the violence endured. Court proceedings revealed the full extent of the crime. Witnesses recounted chilling events, forensic experts explained evidence, and the suspect's demeanor shocked everyone in the courtroom. Jane Doe's story unfolded publicly for the first time, exposing a life filled with courage, fear, and resilience. Family members and community watched in anguish, knowing justice could never erase the trauma. Yet the trial confirmed that the perpetrator could no longer harm anyone else. Jane Doe's story became a testament to perseverance and the relentless pursuit of truth, leaving an indelible mark on all who followed the case. The verdict brought both closure and sorrow. The suspect was convicted, but Jane Doe's absence left a haunting void. The community honored her with memorials, candles, and photographs, remembering a young woman who had become a symbol of courage and resilience. As we reflect on Jane Doe's story, remember the importance of vigilance, compassion, and speaking out for those in danger. If her story moved you, inspired you, or reminded you of life's fragility, subscribe to our channel. Together, we ensure that no story is forgotten and every voice, like Jane Doe's, lives on.